Hey guys, EBPMAN here, and today I want to take a look at another screen protector for the Samsung Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus. This one is from Super Shields. Now, we're going to continue to look at screen protectors for the Samsung Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus series of phones, and I've been very happy with the version that we reviewed here on the channel. I think it was the iCares, actually. It's the iCares that I have on the S8 Plus. Now, the one thing, though, that is slightly annoying, there's no clicking. Everything when you touch the screen is great. Everything is clear. But because of the curvature of the screen right here on the side, and I don't know if it's going to be that visible on screen. Yeah, there it is. I'm starting to see dust on the side, and that's pocket lint. So I was thinking about, gee, what can be done about that outside of maybe having a glass that goes further down? So I contacted these folks and wanted to see the kind of screen protector that they had and what they were doing with it. And what I noticed is that their version has a black frame all the way around it. Now keep in mind that it's not going to stop the lint from accumulating on the sides, that pocket lint, but because it's black and this one is white, I'm hoping that it's going to hide it. I actually think that that's part of their design. So notice that even putting it right on top of the other one, as soon as I put it on top, because it's black, you can't see it. So I know that's probably, for some of you, that's like cheating, but I like the fact that it has that. Also, it is case friendly, so you'll notice that it has that give. It falls right into the case without any problems. So what we're going to do is we're going to install the Super Shield one. We'll go ahead and see how the installation works. We'll see how the movement of the screen works after that, and then we'll give it a couple days, and I'll put it in the comment area to see as I accumulate lint, which is just natural process because of how the screen is, if it's visible, because right now it looks like it's going to hide it. Now inside of the package you're going to find your Super Shield's tempered glass screen protector. Again, this is the one that's keyed black all the way around. You're going to find some wipes. You'll find a microfiber towel. You'll find some dust removal stickies. Pretty much the same as we find in most kits. So let's go ahead and install it. So now I went ahead and uninstalled or removed the existing screen protector. And let's get a little closer so you can see what I'm talking about. So you see there's the glue on that side, but also as you're looking at that glue, you can see really clearly there, maybe that's better in focus now, that there's an accumulation of dust particles that just creeped in there. So you actually see that. So what we're going to do now is look at this one, again close up, and you have that black edge right there that should cover it up. Let's go ahead and look at installing. Now as always, I'm going to install this screen protector with the case on because I want to make sure that I have the alignment right. So you know what I'll do is the wiping part, we can probably do it with it off, so I'm going to go ahead and take it off because that's a lot easier to make sure we got everything. So I'm going to clean this off nicely. I had a screen protector on there and I don't want to get have any of that residue left over, so we're going to go ahead and make sure we get it nicely done. Make sure that you have a dust-free environment, no fans, no central air, no central heat. Make sure that all is turned off. And if you do that, you're going to be fine. So we're going to go ahead and use this dryer to make sure we get all that lint that had accumulated out of here. So I'm going to get rid of that. And I'm going to continue just to wipe this down to make sure it's nice and clean, and then we'll go ahead and put it back on the case and we'll look at the actual screen alignment. So now I've cleaned off the screen and I'm going to remove this piece of the film off. It has two pieces of film, it looks like. Actually just one right here. So we're going to remove this, and it has only adhesive on the top and on the sides, as all of them do, nothing in the center. And for those of you who are asking, why am I installing the screen protector with the case on, I find that having a case on just helps me align it so that I have multiple cases. When I switch cases, I don't have a problem with the screen being either too high or too low. So that's why I do that. So I'll remove it. And then what I'll do is I will look at alignment, and I'll start from the top, just like that. I'll just drop it in place, and I don't glue it down. I'll just drop it down, and then I'm looking at what looks good. I'll use my fingers here on the side just to guide it, and as soon as I think that it's aligned nicely, that I have enough space on the top, I'll look at what the space looks like on the bottom, maybe push it up a little bit, just to see if that looks good, and then I'll go ahead and release it. So now I haven't pressed down yet, but I wanted to show you this screen protector is a little bit longer and taller. So you'll notice how here's my case, and you'll notice over here, here's the case. So this screen protector from Super Shield, I think it's going to have a problem with some cases, especially as it's getting so close. So this is why it's important to try it on with the case. So you'll notice here how it comes up, and here it's just right there. The good thing is that I can still play with it, move it up, move it down a little bit, and it looks about right. So I'm going to press down, and what I'm looking to see is once it adheres, if I hear any snapping, any kind of clicking that takes place. Because then that's going to tell you that it didn't seat correctly. And what I will say is for this case, and this is a standard speaking case, this is a don't buy. Let me go ahead. I'm going to put this off camera and I'm going to bring it close to my my mic so you can listen. Can you hear that? Okay. So what you're hearing is I'm pressing this here, and it's making that click sound. And that's because it's not adhering well. I'm going to go ahead and remove it. And it's still clicking even with the case off. So even though I like this approach, and you'll notice how the bevel comes over here, you'll notice right here how it even goes above it. So I think that there's a sizing. There's definitely a sizing problem going on here. And what I'll do is I'll just remove it just so that you can see that. Let's go ahead and remove it a little bit and see if moving it over does anything. Yeah, it still clicks. So for sure, unfortunately, with Super Shields, I'm not even going to go any further. This is not a buy. It's going to, you hear the snapping sound because it feels like it's a little bit too big. And then what's going to happen is, like I get questions on the P's and the Q's here on the side, that's going to snap as well. So while it's a great idea to have the blacks on the side, you're still going to have some snapping when you're keying on the screen, and that just drives me nuts. So this concludes my installation and review of the Super Shields glass screen protector for the S8. As you saw, too much snapping, doesn't glue well, a little bit too big, comes off too much on the sides, and it's going to give you trouble with cases. So if you have any comments or questions, please leave it in the comment area below. Even though the product is not great, guys, if you still appreciate the video, give it a thumbs up. And as always, don't forget to share and subscribe.